Hello, church family. Amy Mendicino wishing you a very happy Wednesday, and thanks for joining me for our midweek message. As we enter the month of February, we know that means it's time to talk about the America for Christ offering once again. Our theme this year is Grace Upon Grace and talks specifically of God's grace. The scripture is based on Lamentations chapter 3, verses 22 and 23. In reading through the promotional materials, I came across one of the biblical reflections that really spoke to me. I'd like to share that reflection written by Reverend Dr. Marcia Bailey. She writes, "The underutilized book of Lamentations is a curious place to discover God's grace. Although we often attribute its writing to the prophet Jeremiah, its poetic outpouring of grief and anguish is most likely the work of multiple writers, both female and male. God doesn't speak here at all, but writers are aware of God's presence in the midst of their struggles. The calamities they mourn, the death of loved ones, the fall of the temple in Jerusalem, are both personal and communal losses, understood as their responsibilities, not God's. Interestingly enough, nothing that's happening to them is considered God's fault. They take ownership of their sinfulness, having fallen short of God's desire for faithfulness. It is here, amazingly, in a mess of their own making, that grace breaks through." In the writer of chapter 3 makes this profound declaration of hope. Because of God's great love, we are not consumed. For God's compassions never fail. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. Tragedy and heartache may come to us, the author proclaims, but God stands beside us, ready to offer grace with each new day. Wow, can I relate? Since the onset of COVID, NHCBC has been in the midst of strife. We've had struggles both individually and as a community. We have mourned the loss of brothers and sisters in Christ. We've seen a decline in our attendance and membership. We've experienced changes in our lives and in our career paths. But through all this, we have the opportunity to turn tragedy and heartache into praise and worship. Knowing that we receive God's grace is something that we can receive comfort and reassurance from. As we continue to stand for Jesus and continue to attend worship regularly, we receive and renew each day in God's grace. Throughout the month of February, I hope you will see the grace God can provide as we reflect on the good works that are happening as a result of your giving to the America for Christ offering. The Mission Board sure hopes you will prayerfully consider making a contribution to this offering at some point during the month of February. Lastly, I want to take a moment and just invite you to join us this coming Sunday, February 4th, as we will be hearing from Reverend Adam Baldoff. He is the current Missions and Donor Relations Associate for Amos Health and Hope in Nicaragua, a ministry which we at North Hills Community Baptist support. Adam will be bringing us the message during Sunday morning worship, and then there will also be a Sunday evening gathering from 6 to 8 p.m. to hear more about what is new and what is happening at Amos, and also what kind of support this ministry will need in the coming year. And in case you're wondering, it's a Baptist event. Yes, there will be dessert, so bring your sweet tooth. The Mission Board looks forward to seeing everyone on Sunday, and I want to thank you for your time and hope you have a blessed week. Take care. Bye-bye.